Thank you. How are the lessons going?
Very good, young master. The girl will grow into a fine lady. On his return, my lord will be struck dumb in disbelief. Still...
Raphael, I think I'm more suited to sword practice. Can't you teach me, like you used to?
Amy, you're smart enough to understand. If you want to carve a future for yourself, you need an education and manners.
I know, but you meanie.
As you can see, there is still some way to go.
Amy. Can I really offer Amy a bright future like this? I came to this reading room looking for answers, but I'm coming up empty-handed. Ample finances, a safe place, a fine education. Despite the freedom this lifestyle offers, it's not enough. This letter. Report on the evil seed. Could it be? There's no mistaking it. This is research on that abominable evil seed. Malfestation? Madness? The evolution of humanity? Interesting. It all sounds so fantastical. This was written by Scholar of the Future. Who could that be? Soul Edge. A cursed sword that feeds on souls?
Raphael?
I see. An exchange is made for power. Maybe this sword is the key.
What is it, Raphael?
Oh, Amy. Why the long face?
I was waiting for you to come back. I thought maybe you were mad about earlier. I've been scared recently. I never knew what it felt like to have something to lose till I met you.
You have nothing to fear. I shall make you the perfect world.
Raphael? Are you in here?
Of course. Here's a thought. How about some hot chocolate for a change?
The names of the warriors whose fates were bound to the two swords have been etched into the very fibers of history. In a remote corner of lands to the east, there is a village of wind worshippers who live in harmony with nature. Talim was born into a family of shamans and raised as the last priestess of the winds amid the encroaching Western civilization that threatened their way of life. Due to her great sensitivity to the spirit world, Talim was heavily affected by the evil seed and nearly died. As time passed, Westerners began to visit her village, and one happened to bring with him a certain metal shard. The elders who saw this vitality charm instantly realized it was dangerous, for it was a sharp sword soul.
Such an evil aura. This must have come from beyond the currents of the winds.
It is far from where it belongs.
It could end up influencing those nearby, altering their destinies.
Long ago, I sensed an aura just like this one.
Oh?
And I have a feeling that this shard isn't the only one that's fallen away from where it belongs. It must be returned to its rightful place.
I agree with you, but
I sense it belongs in a faraway place. Please, let me take it there.
No. You're the last priestess of the winds, and the world is in chaos. If you were to leave this island and lose your purity,
There would be no one left to praise the winds.
But
Perhaps her journey could bring her closer to nature and amplify her purity as a priestess. Don't you think that's just as possible?
Father,
I agree with my husband.
Sanput, Liddy, your opinions are not without merit. Still, I find myself hesitating.
Eldest One, will you not give Talim permission to leave? Elder Kalana.
Talim, think about what your name truly means.
She's gone.
I see. Talim, you'll have to wait a bit longer until you get official permission.
okay.
The eldest one is not as sharp as she once was, you know.
Oh, listen to the pot call the kettle black.
You said it.
Such a nice breeze.
Indeed. Once you've finished your sword practice, you should hike to the mountaintop.
Great idea.
Now, let's review your lesson once more. Are you ready, Talon?
Yes.
Oh my!
Don't get up!
I think that's enough for today.
Thank you so much for your help.
Talim. Is Talim here?
Yes.
Unfortunately, we have a problem. The amulet. I can't find it anywhere.
What?
Not even my divination techniques can locate it. Did you happen to sense anything?
Now that you mention it, I can't sense it anywhere.
Where could it have gone? I doubt this is simply some mischievous trick.
Perhaps a foreigner carried it off. Perhaps we should be thankful it's gone now. No, there's no telling what evils it may brew in the future. We can't relax until it's returned to its rightful place. However...
Don't worry, everyone. I'll find it.
Oh, truly? Talem's determined. We don't need to worry.
Thank you for making the long trek. Welcome, Lastess of the Winds.
I am Talem. I've come from the village of the Wind Deity. I've come today to request that you teach me the techniques of mountain maculating.
Relax your body. Once you're finished practicing, I'll make some delicious tea for you. I've never seen a child who was as beloved by the spirits as you. Looks like I don't have anything to teach you at all.
Thank you very much. Now, about the,
Oh, the amulet? If it really is as powerful as you say, I'm sure you'll find it in no time. You have great sensitivity to the spirit world, after all. I don't think you'll have too hard a time.
I thought so. Oh, it's nothing. Thank you so much for your help. Found it.
Oh, Talon! It's Talon!
You'll have to save your adventuring games for later. Everyone in the village is very busy right now.
A mischievous demon tricked us down the wrong path. It's true!
Demons are restless.
Talum, were the demons getting restless because of that amulet?
No, I think they're just agitated by all the foreigners around these days.
Hey, can the foreigners see the demons too?
No, creatures of the spirit world can only be seen by those who are pure.
Wow.
Huh.
Come on, let's go.
Each night it's more ill deeds. We're at wit's end.
Don't worry, I'll take care of it.
They've seemed especially violent as of late. Travelers have reported attacks. Be careful.
I will.
They're good at disguising themselves as humans. The thought of them transforming into one of us is terrifying.
Please don't worry yourself too much. Priestesses have the ability to see through disguises. Everything will be fine.
Battle 1. Fight!
get a little forceful, but you should be okay for now.
I knew we could count on a priestess from the village of the Wind Deity.
Thank you very much. I'm sorry that there's no way for us to repay you. We've no idea where the amulet is.
It's okay. I'm just glad I could help. Now, if you'll excuse me.
She's so grown up for her age.
That she is.
Eldest one?
Oh, Talim?
Yes, it's me.
What a fine breeze.
Grandma, don't you think it's about time? Everyone seems really nervous, and I think I've proven myself to the village.
When did you notice?
When the amulet went missing. I mean, you're the only one who could hide something so powerful from everyone.
Such a clever child. Talim, I knew you already were powerful enough, but that wouldn't be enough to convince the rest. Therefore,
I know.
I'm sorry for testing you.
It's okay. My name means Sharp Blade. Even the last priestess has to face danger sometimes in order to survive. It sounds a bit perilous, but I like my name.
Talim. Go. You've earned the right to. You're the only one who can right such a wrong and return the shard to its proper place. But you must promise you'll return.
I know. I promise. Such a nice breeze. As long as I have the wind, I won't feel lonely no matter where I may go. Grandma, fellow villagers, see you soon.
The names of the warriors whose fates were bound to the two swords have been etched into the very fibers of history. Across all history, the truly strong remain shrouded deep in darkness, hidden from society. They carefully erase all traces of their existence, so that when later generations look back on history, it is as if they were never there. But sometimes, even the most perfect plans to erase one's tracks leave unexpected loose ends. This tome was one of those loose ends, left behind in charred ruin. What secrets lie within?
Zasalamel created me. A banal way to begin a tome, but writing down one's own history in a book is strange enough to begin with. I began writing this as an indulgent pastime, so I may as well enjoy myself. Now, about the cursed sword known as Soul Edge. I intend to record its secrets in this very tome. However, I must exercise caution. A fitting end awaits all who seek the cursed sword. Some may laugh and chin. Any of that sword ever read this tome, though, I'm certain they'll. The origin of Soul Edge is a mystery. Legend says it was once an ordinary sword, void of any power. But after fighting on countless battlefields, it gathered a great deal of negative power. Curse fell upon it. That much is true. All who took Soul Edge in their hands became slaves to the blade, murdering until they bled their last drop of blood. That is why so few know of it, despite its appearances time and time again throughout history. Until, that is, an age-long past, when there appeared a man with a marvel enough this the sword's control. He was known as the Hero King. In that ancient age, great change came only through war. Thus, controlling Soul Edge meant ruling the world. The Hero King, being the man he was, one could say it was inevitable that he would bring peace to this warring world. I won't record the Hero King's name here. Some may decide the time is to reveal it, but that time isn't now. It is said the Hero King lost due to his jealous son. After the Hero King killed his son, the spirit sword Soul Calibur was born from the remnants of the cursed sword. Indeed, the cursed sword and the spirit sword both come from the very same steel. While the name Soul Edge is select few, the name Soul Calibur is known to almost no one. Their reason the spirit sword was never revealed to the world. Some say the Hero King created the spirit sword, but the truth is that the Hero King risked his life and failed. Those who would carry on the dead king's wish and perfect Soul Calibur were to come later. They were known as the Guardians of the Spirit Sword. Like a thief in the night, they took the spirit sword and withdrew into the dark recesses of history. They told others of the Hero King's spirit sword, and that they were going into hiding to both prevent Soul Calibur from being used for evil, and to prepare for the threat of Soul Edge. The Guardians of the Spirit Sword only entrust Soul Calibur to a select few. Recent was a king from medieval Europe. The king used the Spirit Sword to rule Europe. I'm skeptical as to whether the king ever truly existed, but assuming the tales are true, he was somehow connected with the Guardians of the Spirit Sword, from whom he received the blade. Also, it would be reasonable to assume the king fought with the one who possessed the cursed sword and won. After the king's death, though, no one knows what happened to the spirit sword. Perhaps we should assume he found its way back, sword. But it should be noted that their power had dwindled greatly by that time. At the same time, there were those who awaited the second coming of the king. On the eve of the king's passing, a loyal knight set forth to find the spirit sword and restore the crown. That was the start of the secret society known as the Aval Organization. They hid themselves well for a considerably long period of time. Not even I learned of their inner workings until quite recently. Sworn to the late king, the Aval Organization sought the spirit sword and secretly assassinated all whom they deemed outsiders, those who were aligned with the cursed sword or did harm to humankind. A deep, however, reveals there was some unrest hidden below the organization's seemingly unshakable exterior. After slumbering in the shadows of history, Soul Edge was awakened by the pirate Cervantes de Leon. Cervantes attacked the ship of one who had won Soul Edge at an auction. He stole the cursed sword and became its puppet. Soul Edge changes its form depending on its wielder. When Cervantes took up the cursed sword, it transformed into 2 blades. And after nearly 30 years of slumber, it caused that terrible catastrophe. Cervantes and the cursed sword were defeated by a female warrior, and one of the blades was destroyed. Shattering without coming in contact with the spirit sword was a first for Soul Edge. Immediately afterwards, the evil seed occurred. The evil within Soul Edge was unleashed upon the entire world. Why did the evil seed occur? What havoc when I have any way of discerning this? But one thing is certain. Ever since that day, the cursed sword's malfested kin have been swiftly multiplying. What does it mean to be malfested? It's extremely hard to define, for the resulting phenomena are so varied. There are those who undergo monstrous transformations, while others look no different from ordinary humans at first glance. In addition, some animals have experienced transformations as well. Common traits of the malfested include heightened fighting instincts and violent tendencies. Some become beasts, hungry only for slaughter, while others use strategy to entrap powerful foes. But they all slip into towns and cities, seeking blood under the cover of darkness. Sometime after the evil seed, the Azure Knight Nightmare appeared. Rumors said he possessed Soul Edge, and his string of indiscriminate murder seemed to agree with this. Personally, I was also interested in discovering this knight's true identity. I then received news that the Aval organization had encountered him and were defeated. It intrigued me that there seemed to be someone in their organization deeply interested in the evil seed. While Soul Edge has appeared constantly throughout history, Soul Calibur's whereabouts are still shrouded in mystery. In time, I lost interest and gave up trying to search for any traces of it. But after resuming my search later, I found that it had been taken to a temple in the east at some point. With it were taken a staff able to absorb all manner of energy, and a mirror purifying evil. These sacred treasures were used to create Soul Calibur and amplify its power. No one knows what had happened to the Guardians of the Spirit Sword, but they must have met with ruin, losing the Spirit Sword and their other treasures. As for the temple, it later became Ling Sheng Su, a famous martial arts dojo that worshipped the Spirit Sword and the other weapons as the 3 sacred treasures. But now the Spirit Sword is no longer there. The seed deeply affected Ling Sheng Su, and most likely caused it to attract energy. Its martial arts students were soon over madness and battle lust, and ended up killing each other. The temple fell in a single night. Therefore, no one knows what happened to the Spirit Sword. Only one student of Ling Sheng, while Iver didn't possess soul. In looking into him, what powers did he possess? What could he accomplish? I was deeply intrigued. I only started writing this tome as a pastime. But in order to give it a clear perspective, I must reveal my identity. I was once one of the guardians of the Spirit Sword. The precepts of the Guardians were very strict, one of which stated no Guardian may ever touch Soul Calibur. But in my younger days, I failed to properly suppress my urges. When the others discovered my designs, they broke my arms and banished me. Amid my despair, I searched for a way to survive. What I discovered was the art of reincarnation. After a long period of training, I mastered the secrets contained within this lost wisdom. I reincarnated myself over and over again, and became an entity that could transcend generations. At first, I didn't realize the price I would have to pay for eternal life. For every it felt indeed no mind so That was 1,000 years ago. My desire for death was at its peak. That law was but was, and I've however, and so.
Witchers are known as warriors with unusual powers, the slayers of monsters and fiends, and eliminators of other forms of devilry. One day, the elite witcher Geralt took on another contract, his task to subdue a sorceress. The now aged woman, though ever strange, had been greatly respected, yet in recent years, rumors had spread that she was dabbling in the dark arts. She had achieved prominence as a researcher of planes, but if she were to call forth a demon from another dimension, it could have grave consequences. Accordingly, she was a threat to be assessed and, if found guilty of iniquity, a threat to be contained. In search of the truth and prepared to mete out punishment as necessary, Geralt made his way to the ruins of a citadel standing amidst marshlands.
So, that's why I'm here. To check if these suspicions, accusations even, are true. See these demons you summoned, and if you have, to stop you, punish you. That's the contract.
Tell me, Witcher, do you know what I've studied all these years? The magic, the skill?
Planes, passages between them. Heard you're an expert. Pretty tricky for someone working on their own, gotta admit.
And you? Do you also label me a heretic?
No. Don't get me wrong. Got no reason to suspect you of anything, yet. Just want to talk.
My greatest wish was to access a different plane.
Right. Got that much, I think.
But that is not to say I ever wished to commune with, let alone summon demons and spirits from other worlds. Through rifts into other dimensions, I explored the possibilities, sought another plane. I was but a fisherman casting a line. And then it happened.
What happened?
A response. A strong one from something powerful in a place elsewhere. Bold you are, Witcher, even to venture here. If you wish to see if my studies deal with demons, why, have yourself a gander!
What is this? head's pounding. Where the hell am I? Some sort of... What's at its end? A dimension? Whatever it is, sure doesn't sound pleasant. Huh. Don't try me. Really not in the mood. Let's dance. Stand up. Now taste my steel! Not your lucky day. You're Damn it. Got away. No ordinary beast, that. Good to know my silver sword works, though. It won't be much use. Got too much to sense here. Huh? Other planes exist. How about that? Kaer Morhen. Sure brings back memories. No way this is real, though. Some sort of magic. Gotta be. Huh. Exactly like I remember.
You appear to be from a foreign land. Or am I mistaken?
Something strange about you. Let me guess. Sorcerer?
Some may call me that. However, I have mastered the use of weapons.
Place seems full of people just looking for trouble.
Battle 1. Fight!
Run! Dig up! Let's dance. Stand up.
Cannot see.
My steel! Lie down. And stay.
KO! Battle 2.
Got you now. you in shreds! Fight!
Interesting. Now I see what power you hold. Appears my plans will change a bit. To think it would be possible to travel between worlds. Fascinating.
Someone sent me here. I'll be sure to tell her how you feel. Long as I get back to my own world, that is.
Pleasant journey, stranger.
Every which way you turn here, you get a skilled warrior, including that last one. Could get in some good practice. No, got things to tend to. Pressing matters. Strange as all hell, this place. They seem to believe in magic, but refuse to practice it. Should have enlisted that guy's help. Might have been a real sorcerer. Preparing potions will be a pain. Huh?
There you are!
You again? Get teleported here against your will? Believe me, I know the feeling.
Battle 1. Fight!
Let's dance. Stand up. Now take my steel! Like that?
Battle 2. Fight!
Get away! By now.
I will kill you!
Teleported all this way, and I'm still killing monsters. No rest for a witcher. Won't do me any good, though, hunting beasts out here. Just not supposed to be here, plain and simple. Gotta get back to my own world. seem to be places of power in this world, too. Marshes, mountain-bound vales. Source of the power could actually be in another plane. Speculation of that sort's best left to mages, though. Gates appear where enough of the power accumulates. Know that much. But whenever I get too close... that happens. Sorry, not of this world. Don't know your customs. So have a taste of my own special welcome.
Battle 1. Fight! Battle 2. Fight!
Let's dance. Pathetic.
Battle 3. Fight!
Lie down. And stay down.
Damn it. Every time I approach, Gate spawns more of those creatures, then shuts again. Need to keep it open somehow. Should probably find someone skilled in well, this is just great. Looks like a place of power. So where's the damn gate?
What is it you seek, stranger?
You must be that old man I've heard about. Got a favor to ask of you.
Is that a friend of yours?
You didn't notice, we don't exactly get along. Freaks around here really seem to...
I will kill you!
Dada, let's get to it. Show you how a witcher things.
one, fight!
Won't work. Let's dance. Stand out. Now take my steel. Not your lucky day. KO! You're not too got. Let's dance. No time.
Final battle. Fight!
Let's dance. Stand out. Now take my steel. Not your lucky day.
The soul of a warrior now lays here to rest.
Battle
One,
fight!
How about this?
Battle two, fight!
Let's dance. Stand out. Now take my steel. Not your lucky day. Get away! So I ended up here. Listen, there a gate around here that connects to other worlds?
As you know, the gate to Ash... Simply opening the gate will not be enough. You need a signpost that definitively points the way. It needs to have a strong connection to where you came from.
Phantasmal Kaer Morhen. Gotta be it.
If you open the gate at the right place and at the right time...
All sounds good. Except, well, I'm a stranger here. Sure you're allowed to reveal such secrets to me?
I believe I can trust you. One learns a thing or two after years of brutal training to sharpen one's skills to their zenith.
Thanks for the help, old man.
You should know, it is a perilous way. There is no room for error, and you may even fail through no fault of your own. I know not whether I should encourage such a gamble.
Worth a try, far as I'm concerned.
Very well. I shall teach you a secret ritual for eliciting the power of the spirit sword, Soul Calibur.
We finally meet, Geralt.
Like a dog after a bone. I'm fighting you, plain as that.
You cannot escape me. We settle this now.
Fine. Your funeral, then. Don't say I didn't warn you.
Battle 1. Fight!
What you can do.
Stand up. Now take my steel. Not your lucky day. Ready?
Battle 2. Fight! Battle 3.
Like that.
Stand up.
See that?
Sorry, party ends now.
But I was just getting into it!
Had a worthy opponent in you, no two ways about it. Love to finish our fight, but, well, Witcher duties call.
So, you are returning home? Very well. Come back anytime. I'll be waiting.
So long, Samurai. It's been emotional. Been one ride, but it's all. Finals need to get through the damn gate. Do this. Am I back?
Witcher! And breathe. You have returned.
Head feels like it's gonna explode. Mind keeping it down?
Forgive me. My methods were a bit harsh. However, at least now you know I am innocent. No? How was the other world? Do
Well, it'd take some time.
Then step over here and make yourself comfortable. Would you care for some fine wine?
Warm welcome. Nice and all. But as I see it, you owe me a lot more than that.
The names of the warriors whose fates were bound to the two swords have been etched into the very fibers of history.